Have you ever felt like you're fighting battles that no one else sees? Do you carry a weight inside that you can't quite put into words? The truth is, we all struggle in silence, but we rarely admit it. Today, Brain Space presents 7 silent struggles that almost everyone faces, but rarely talks about. Stick around till the end, because struggle number 1 is something we all deal with, but most of us try to ignore. Let's begin with the number 7. Feeling like you're not good enough. This is basically called imposter syndrome. You could be the most skilled person in the room, and yet, there's a voice inside you whispering, "What if they find out I'm a fraud?" This is called imposter syndrome, and it's more common than you think. According to research published in the Journal of Behavioral Science, 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point in their lives. Even highly successful people like Albert Einstein and Maya Angelou admitted to feeling like frauds despite their incredible achievements. But here's the thing. Feeling like you're not good enough doesn't mean it's true. It's just your brain playing tricks on you. One way to combat this is to track your achievements, no matter how small. Keeping a journal of things you've accomplished can help you see the truth beyond your self-doubt. Number 6. The pressure to always be happy. We live in a world where happiness is expected all the time. Social media is filled with smiling faces, perfect vacations, and highlight reels. But deep down, many people feel like they're faking happiness just to fit in. Psychologists call this toxic positivity, the idea that we should always focus on the bright side and suppress negative emotions. However, studies show that ignoring negative emotions actually makes them worse. A 2018 study from the University of California, Berkeley found that accepting negative emotions rather than suppressing them leads to better mental health over time. So, instead of forcing yourself to be happy, try this. Acknowledge your emotions without judgment. It's okay to have bad days. True happiness comes from embracing all of your feelings, not just the positive ones. Number 5. Fear of vulnerability. We all crave connection, but at the same time, many of us are terrified of being truly seen.
Why?
Because being vulnerable means exposing our flaws, our insecurities, and our fears. Dr. Brené Brown, a research professor and best-selling author, has studied vulnerability for decades. Her research found that those who embrace vulnerability actually build deeper relationships and live more fulfilling lives. Think about it. Who do you trust more? Someone who always acts perfect, or someone who shares their real struggles and emotions? Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's strength. Start small by sharing something personal with a trusted friend. You'll be surprised at how much closer it brings you to others. Number 4. The feeling of being left behind. Ever felt like everyone else is moving forward while you're stuck in the same place? Seeing friends getting married, landing big jobs, or traveling the world while you feel stuck can be overwhelming. A study by Harvard Business Review found that social comparison is one of the biggest sources of stress in modern society. And with social media constantly showing us other people's success, it's easy to feel like we're falling behind. But here's the truth. There is no single timeline for success. Some people achieve their dreams at 25, others at 50. What matters is focusing on your own journey instead of constantly measuring yourself against others. Number 3. The silent battle with anxiety. Many people appear calm on the outside, but inside, they're constantly battling anxiety, overthinking, and racing thoughts. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental health conditions in the world, affecting over 284 million people, according to the World Health Organization. Yet, many people suffer in silence because they don't want to be seen as weak. One of the best ways to manage anxiety is grounding techniques, like the 5-4-3-2-1 method. 5 things you can see. 4 things you can touch. 3 things you can hear. 2 things you can smell. 1 thing you can taste. This simple exercise can instantly calm your nervous system and bring you back to the present moment. Number 2. The struggle to find meaning and purpose. One of the deepest silent struggles people face is feeling lost, directionless, or unsure of their purpose in life. A study from psychological science found that people who feel a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer and have better mental health. But what if you don't know your purpose? Here's a simple trick. Follow your curiosity. Instead of trying to figure out your life's mission overnight, start exploring things that interest you, even if they seem small. Passions aren't always discovered. They're built over time. Number 1. The loneliness of modern life. And finally, the silent struggle that almost everyone experiences, loneliness. A 2021 study by Harvard found that 36% of Americans, including 61% of young adults, report feeling seriously lonely. And this isn't just a personal problem, it's a public health crisis. Research shows that loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. But here's the good news. Loneliness isn't about the number of people around you, it's about the quality of your connections. Make an effort to have deeper, more meaningful conversations, even if it's just with 1 or 2 people. It's better to have a few real connections than hundreds of shallow ones. Now that you know these 7 silent struggles, which one resonates with you the most? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And remember, you are not alone in this. Everyone is fighting their own silent battles. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who might need to hear this today.